You've probably heard it said a million times. Time is your most valuable resource. They'll tell you that money can always be replenished, but time, once gone, is lost forever. That phrase resonates with truth when we look at the wealthy and powerful. But let's not kid ourselves. For most people, especially those scraping by or hovering in the middle class, it's not just about time, it's about how much of it is wasted. Think about it. There's an ocean of unused hours slipping away daily. Hours that could be the key to unlocking the future you've always dreamed of. By the time we're done here, you'll see your time in a way that reshapes your priorities and actions, giving you the tools to make each hour count like never before. Here's the kicker. Every single one of us has the same 24 hours in a day. Yet some people transform those hours into success and abundance, while others let them vanish into the void of routine. Life isn't just about playing the game, it's about mastering the strategy behind it. Time is your most critical resource, and how you allocate it determines everything. What do most people do with their hours? Sleeping, eating, commuting, swiping mindlessly on their phones, watching endless streams of digital distractions, or staring at screens that give nothing back. Days blur into weeks, and before they know it, years are gone, leaving them stuck in the same spot they started. And here's the painful truth. Being busy is not the same as being productive. Busy is the illusion, the false comfort that you're doing something meaningful. But in reality, it's the enemy of progress, clarity, and even happiness. Studies have shown that the average employee is productive for less than 3 hours a day. Let that sink in. A 45-hour workweek boils down to roughly 11 hours of real, valuable output. So, what happens to the rest of that time? It gets lost in the shuffle of coffee breaks, casual chats, scrolling through news feeds, or pretending to work just enough to keep the paycheck rolling in. For most, it's not about thriving, it's about surviving. Employees often do the bare minimum to avoid being fired, squeezing just enough effort into their day to justify their paycheck. Here's the kicker. Pushing beyond that comfort zone, even by 20 to 40%, might result in a modest raise. But think about this. To earn an additional 15% in pay, you need to double or triple your effort. No wonder so many settle for mediocrity. The cycle extends far beyond the office. Take a hard look at your own life. How much of your day is spent on things that genuinely move the needle? Many of us are stuck in a loop of empty busyness, thinking we're making progress. But in reality, days go by without accomplishing anything substantial. It's like entrepreneurs who spend hours watching motivational videos or researching success stories, but never take the leap to implement what they've learned. They justify their inaction as preparation, but preparation without action is just another form of procrastination. So how do we figure out what your time is actually worth? Let's break it down. Take your monthly income and divide it by 200. That number, your effective hourly rate, will shock you. The 200 comes from subtracting the hours you spend sleeping and on daily necessities from the total hours in a month. What's left are the hours you can dedicate to building your future. For example, if you're earning $1,000 a month, that's just $5 per productive hour. Understanding this is like a slap in the face, a wake-up call that forces you to confront how little your time is currently worth and how much room there is for improvement. Let's face it, most people aren't putting in the real, focused effort required to grow. Imagine what could happen if you spent 40 genuinely productive hours a week. Not just hours spent pretending to be busy, but hours where every moment is leveraged toward a tangible outcome. The most powerful tool in your arsenal is your income, specifically how you grow and maximize it. Forget complex investment strategies or passive income hacks for now. The simplest and most direct way to increase your wealth is to work smarter, harder, and more effectively. If your current job doesn't allow you to monetize your time to its fullest potential, it's time to reevaluate. Look for a side hustle, consider a second job, or demand a raise. Stop being afraid of change. If you're an employee, schedule interviews, negotiate aggressively, and switch companies when necessary. Each job switch with a modest 20% salary increase compounds over time. 7 job changes over a decade can turn a $40,000 salary into $160,000. That's not just a possibility, it's a strategy. Your employer isn't your family. Your real family, the people who rely on you, deserve better than complacency. For entrepreneurs, the game is different but no less critical. The key isn't just about solving problems for today, it's about building systems that solve problems permanently. Rich people think long-term. They don't just work for their next meal. They create mechanisms that ensure they'll never go hungry again. Every system you build, every employee you hire, should represent a permanent solution to a recurring challenge in your life or business. Think of it this way. You don't want to fetch water from the well every time you're thirsty. You want to build a pipeline. That pipeline frees you from the grind and lets you focus on bigger, more impactful goals. The same principle applies to your time. Stop wasting it on tasks that don't align with your long-term vision. Delegate, automate, and eliminate anything that doesn't move the needle. The more significant the problems you solve, the higher your hourly rate will climb. The ultimate goal isn't just to make more money. It's to reach a point where your time is no longer tied to your income. That's when true freedom begins. And while we'll dive deeper into that concept in the future, for now, remember this. Your time is precious, but its value is entirely up to you. The choices you make today will determine whether your time is spent building a life you love or slipping away into the abyss of wasted potential. And with that, keep pushing forward. Every hour is a chance to rewrite your story. Don't waste it.